Good Morning Wilmington is sponsored by Newcastle County Government.
Good morning, Wilmington. You having a ball, aren't you? We can't even get through the intro right now.
Yes, good morning.
Right now.
Yes, good morning, Wilmington. My name is Vincenza, and I'm here with my dynamic co-host, Ivan.
Gang, gang.
We're always so excited to greet you every Wednesday
Yes,
morning,
yeah.
but I'm just so excited the way Ivan looks today.
Girl, you better stop.
We did not plan this, but I have to say, when I walked in, I said, Ivan, how'd you know I was going to wear a shade of pink?
Well, that's what happens when you just, the chemistry is right? You don't have to make no phone calls. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just show up. 90% of it is showing up. And with Miss Delaware here.
Miss Delaware, USA.
Right. Woo, right. Miss Delaware, USA. I mean, she does what she does. So I just show up and try to follow her lead.
Thank you.
What's going on? How's everything?
Everything's great. How was your Christmas?
Bah humbug.
Oh.
No. I mean, you know what? Look, when you're a kid and you find out Santa Claus doesn't exist, right? And you just realize it's just for the kids. It was just for Maddie. You know what I mean? My son is 19 years old, so heck with him. Maddie is the one that we do everything for. Yes. So besides the hoverboard running around the house and knocking stuff over and her running over the dog, I mean, everything was great. Everything was great.
So Maddie is here today. I was so excited when I walked on set and she was here. She told me everything she got for Christmas. She was super excited.
Go
Hi,
ahead.
Maddie.
All right, now beat it. Repeat it.
She's great. I told her, I said, Maddie, do you want to co-host the show with me?
Girl, don't get twisted. Look, Maddie runs the equipment at the other studio, right? You can say, Maddie, give me camera one. Maddie, prep camera two. Like, Maddie, I got to make sure my kids know what to do, just in case something happens.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean? Prepare them for the future because, like Whitney said, the children are the future.
That's right.
And speaking of children, wait a minute, let's get back to you. How was your Christmas?
It was wonderful. I was able to spend the Christmas day with my family, which you couldn't ask for anything more.
Right.
The restaurant was closed. Vienna Bistro was closed on Christmas Day. We were busy, very, very busy on Christmas Eve, and we're very fortunate that we were able to be open for dine-in service.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting experience because we were managing to work with takeout and dine-in service with a staff shortage.
And it's been kind of hard for them, and not just you, but other businesses as well because of this COVID.
Yes.
I like to say this COVID thing.
Yes.
Right?
No, it's been tremendously difficult for all small businesses, not just the restaurant industry, but all small businesses all around, even the big businesses.
Yeah.
If you go to every establishment, you'll see at the front door, we're hiring.
Yeah.
Everyone needs the help, and the demand is there. The demand is there. People want to go and support these businesses, but we can't really function at full capacity because we don't have that manpower. So I'm hoping that
are the landlords are they helping out because
yes. There's so many landlords that have been very supportive of that, but it's more so getting the word out that hey, you need a job, hey, looking for extra employment. It's so important. So we're hiring at Vienna Bistro. Check us out, vienbistro.com. You can apply online.
There you go. Get it, girl. You better get that plug.
So are you ready for New Year's?
Bah humbug.
Well, wait a minute. Before we jump into New Year's, I have to mention something. I wasn't able to attend the event that you had on Christmas Eve. Ivan organized an incredible toy drive. I was so impressed. He was telling me over 5,000 toys they were able to collect and redistribute throughout the communities in Wilmington, and I thought that was just so astounding. Like really, it was what you did for our community, Ivan. And tell us a little bit about the toy drive.
Well, I don't want to take all the credit because I can't. Because it takes a team to get everything together, right? So my man Louis Atito from National Towing, National Auto Sales, and Sean Johnson from Porsche Conshohocken. We kept looking for a while now. We kept looking and said, we need to start doing some stuff in the hood, right? Where we come from, what we know, and where we grow up, right? And we attended a tour drive one time about 2 weeks ago, and it was so many toys just going out to the kids there. And we were just there, and we was like, you know what, we're going to do something. So I reached out to one of my partners and said, hey, this is what we got going on. This is the problem, and this is how we all can play a part. And they loved it, right? I got a phone call Christmas Eve,
yeah.
the day before Christmas Eve,
Okay.
and said, come pick the toys up. And we were like, okay, so we were like, grade go with like 5 cars, right?
Wow.
And something woke me up at like 4, you know, just that something,
right?
That something woke me up about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I said, I'm going to Home Depot and I'm going to get a truck. Right? And I went and got a truck, and the guy there at Home Depot was amazing. I told him, he said, you know, when I called him, he was like, it's first come, first serve. I said, look, bro, you want to be a Santa's elf? He was like, yeah. I said, I got some toys I need to deliver to some kids. And he's like, I'll hold the truck for you, come and get it.
Wonderful.
So everything just started happening. We went to pick the toys up, and my partner there said, fill it up as much as you can take.
Wow.
And we filled the pickup truck up, toys up, and my team, Councilwoman Brigetta Fields, Councilwoman Michelle Harley, State Representative Stephanie T. Bolden, State Representative Sherry Dorsey, and Matt Meyer met our team there, and man, we gave out some good toys? We gave out scooters. We gave out I'm really mad because they wouldn't let me keep the Etch-a-Sketch, right? Nostalgia's sake. I wanted the Etch-a-Sketch. But
yes.
Needless to say, man, we touched so many families.
That's
so
beautiful.
in order to get the toys, you had to take a couple books. And
very good.
It was so,
we love that.
It was awesome.
I love that touch on promoting literacy.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm an advocate. I'm sure our audience knows, but for my audience that doesn't know, I co-founded a nonprofit literacy organization when I was an 18-year-old high school senior called Success Won't Wait. And our mission is promoting literacy to children. So I love that element that you added. Not only are they being rewarded with a toy, a gift, but also providing them with a tool to help them with literacy and reading, which I love.
Well, let me correct you. It wasn't a toy. Them kids walked away with like 5, 6 toys, didn't they?
Oh.
They walked away with some stuff. They had Christmas for real. And that's the way that, we had Portia Conshohocken, DETV, and National Auto Sales. That's what we did. We want to make sure that kids that not just look like us, but come from where we come from, because when you really, really think of it, Vin, right? Those kids are going to grow up and subconsciously they're going to say, yo, I remember when I didn't have, because I was one of those kids that didn't have, and these people came to my hood and they handed out gifts. And that's why I'm doing it.
And they'll remember that.
That's it. That's all we want them to do, is remember that someone knows that they exist in that care.
And hopefully they will pass that on to the next generation, and they will volunteer next year with the organization or your toy drive.
Oh, wait till next quarter, right? Next quarter, we are having a shopping spree, right? So families can actually just go to the supermarket, and we want to I want to make a game show out of it, but they were like, no, Ivan, that's a little too much. Right? Families can go take 2 empty carts and go shopping and get what they need. My guys are freaking awesome. So as long as we can add service to what we're doing, because that's all it's about, service, right?
I was able to catch the pictures on Facebook. If you go to DETV on Facebook or Ivan Thomas's Facebook page, you will see all the videos and the photos. You had tons of people there handing out the toys, which I really, really enjoyed it. So
we even offered.
Thank you, Ivan.
Oh no, thank you. I want to say thank Delaware, because Delaware made this possible. They support DETV, and with their support, it puts us in a position that we can support the community as a whole.
Yes.
And even there, right, it was a girl that took some books, and we said, I said, look, if you get a 3.0, I'll give you $500. I started with $200, and she was like, okay. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna give you $500. And then my man from National Auto Sales says, how much you giving? I said, 5. He said, I'll give her another 5. So it was like a big, and it just encouraged her, right, to just go on and on. So man, to get better grades. So that's what it's about, man. It's about, our community and helping out.
And giving back.
Giving
back. But before we continue, because I know there's so much we want to talk about, we have to mention our special guests that we have today. We have some incredible people that are doing some
incredible.
Yes.
You better get these people some capes.
that are doing some amazing things in the community. I have to mention our first guest that we will be interviewing is Robert Adams, founder and CEO of 24/7 Telehealth.
Yep.
We're just so excited.
Superman.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Superman.
Yes.
And we have Steff. I don't want to.
Steff DiMartine. I'm so excited to chat with her. She's a good friend, dear friend of mine. She's the event coordinator for Children and Families First.
Superwoman.
And last but not least, we have Caroline Jones, founder and president of Kind to Kids.
Now, what's the superhero that's in Marvel? The woman that be kicking everybody's butt. The one with the black suit that they made a movie out of. Black Widow. Boom. There we go. Bam.
So everybody has a superhero name.
Everyone has, as a matter of fact, everyone has a superpower because what they're doing in the community, man, from health to the kids. I am loving the kids, right? I got a thing for kids, and I'm freaking happy. I'm happy.
Yes.
So I can't wait for you to meet them. Is that our sign?
Yeah,
All right.
that's our sign.
It's a sign. We're going to commercial.
Yeah, we'll take
be right back. All right, be right back. You're watching. What are you watching?
Good Morning Wilmington.
Bam, in your face.
Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Cooper Wells and I am an independent broker owner. We provide all of your financial needs from mortgages to insurance. We felt like the industry was missing diversity and inclusion, so what better way to fix it than to do it ourselves?
Hi, my name is Diamond Wells and I am WIG, Wells Insurance Group. We offer access to over 20 different carriers.
Today we wanted to provide you with 3 tips on how you can save on both your mortgage and insurance needs. Tip 1, good credit. We definitely know that there can be inaccurate information out there about you, so we suggest you visit annualcreditreport.com, which is completely free, to make sure that the information is correct and accurate.
Tip 2, make sure you take advantage of low mileage discounts, being as though people are working from home. Tip 3, make sure you work with a broker like myself who is able to shop you around. You can reach me at 302-504-6191.
Awesome. And you can reach me for your insurance and mortgage needs as well at 302-494-7712. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
It's time, Wilmington.
For all of us to do our part.
And get vaccinated.
And until it's your time,
Keep wearing your mask.
Keep getting tested.
And stay safe.
It's time.
This message was paid for by the Wilmington Health Planning Council. Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Wilmington. I was going to say good morning, Delaware. Good morning, Wilmington. And we have a special guest with a lot going on, Vincenza, with COVID and everything. I think this is an awesome time to introduce this amazing superhero, as we call Superman, who is the CEO, and Mr. Adams, Robert Adams, is the CEO of TeleHelp, a virtual mental health
care company.
Care company. I didn't want to say service because he services people, but it's a care company. So welcome.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So okay, what is it? What is it in the whole?
Great. So TeleHelp 24/7 is a virtual mental health care company designed for communities of color. And so it's really for people who understand us, who pretty much are in tune to what our idiosyncrasies are, our challenges as a culture. And so we want folks who can relate to their providers.
Right.
And really help them navigate through some of life's challenges.
Right. When did you start it?
So we started it in 2018.
Okay.
And I will say that my background lended to the whole inception of it because I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for 30 years.
Right.
And the last 8 years was in mental health.
Okay.
So I had a responsibility for the entire state of Delaware. And unfortunately, I've seen some of the worst of the worst. Those who have not been diagnosed but continuously decompensate when it comes to their mental health. And so we wanted to start something that would be advantageous for communities of color, people of color, so that they can get the help that they need.
Robert, I'm sure that you've seen an increase in demand for mental health care through this entire pandemic.
Absolutely.
I'm sure, you know, I'll talk about it all the time. Ivan and I talk about it all the time, the importance of mental health care, and even just our own personal lives, how we need to always make sure we're taking care of our own mental health.
Right,
so
right.
I'm sure you've seen an increase through this pandemic. What has the organization done to really help that need?
So that's a great question, and you're right. Everyone is struggling. No one knew that this pandemic was coming, and there's no way to prepare for it.
Right.
But one of the things that we've been able to do is to make sure that we can staff appropriately. And so we realize that so many, on top of all the issues that many people face, have pandemic fatigue, right? And so what we made sure, so what we're doing at TeleHelp 24/7 is we're making more and more of our providers available, but we've also added certified life coaching. Because when some people go through challenges, they don't necessarily identify it under the umbrella of mental health.
Right.
So maybe they can be coached through their grief.
Right.
Maybe they can be coached through some of their trauma that they've been facing with some of the violence that's going on in our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And so those are some of the things that we're doing to expand to ensure that everyone gets the help that they need.
You know, in the black community, right, in the black and brown community, you know, we grew up, and that was just crazy Johnny from down the street.
Yes.
Right. It wasn't, mental health wasn't a thing. It didn't have a name attached to it. It was just, you know, and now with seeing that and putting I don't want to say a label on it, do you find it easier to do it virtually than having, for us, right? Because we don't go to the doctors.
Right.
Do you find it easier for black and brown folks to say, to pick up, to get online versus coming in?
Absolutely, because again, the number one thing is that it helps to protect the anonymity, right? No one wants to be seen going in and out of the psychiatric office or the counseling office.
Right.
But being able to get the help that you need virtually, it really helps in so many ways. So again, number one, maintaining their anonymity. Number two, you don't have to travel, right? So you can do it on your lunch hour. You can do it from your home. You can get the counseling services or coaching services that you need. And so, and then all of the things that have happened within the last year and a half with the George Floyd incident and all of the racial unrest and the pandemic again, there's so many things that have really happened. And now we are finally acknowledging that mental health exists in our communities. And so now that we are acknowledging that, it gives us the stimulus to really move forward and get the help that we need.
Right.
No, I really, really appreciate that you are offering these virtual services. You touched on it briefly that, you know, some people are ashamed or embarrassed to say that or admit that they have this weakness. Right? We all have strengths and weaknesses. Nobody is perfect, but it's incredible that you are offering this service virtually so they can keep it private. They don't have to show anyone. They don't have to feel that they're uncomfortable leaving their own home. And also, with this pandemic, it is safer. It is safer. You're providing that safety to all ages. And now, am I correct that TeleHelp 24/7 is offered to all ages?
It's all ages.
Okay.
It's all ages. And one of the things that we've done because of the pandemic, and to also to introduce mental wellness to black and brown communities, is that we have created something called a community assistance program, where anyone can purchase a community assistance program membership, and they can get 4 coaching or 4 counseling sessions for $120. And they can be used anytime in 2022. And the reason why it's so significant is because if you've ever had to pay out of pocket for counseling, it's going to cost you $125 per hour. But with this way, you can get 4 coaching or for counseling sessions and use them anytime during the 2022 year.
And that is an affordable deal.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've looked into life coaching. So you did touch on this. Could be, identified as life coaching, which I think is a great term to use. We always need a little boost or just someone to talk to. It's very healthy. And that, I think that's also something that we have to identify, that it is okay to talk to someone and have a life coach.
Absolutely.
I used to think back in the day, like going to see a shrink was a bad thing. I think now as an adult, I think everybody needs to go to one, right?
Everybody.
Every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. It's almost like a tune-up with your car, right? Because we go through so much. Unfortunately, we have to all go through grief, right? And the reality is, if you really think about it, you have that best guy friend, that best girlfriend that you talk to. That's probably giving you advice. Well, it's really counseling. If you really think about it. So we do it all the time. It's just that we haven't done it to the level where we have to pay for it or anything like that. And so one of the great things that I'm really proud about is that this really started because of my daughter.
Oh, it all starts with the daughter.
It all starts with the daughter. And, understanding that at one point she was diagnosed with bipolar depression, but I knew that she wanted to go away to college. And while she has a great network here in Delaware, as a parent, I wanted to know what would happen if she suffered any type of relapse. First time away from home. Never had a roommate. Have to deal with conflict and resolutions. Have to balance social along with their academics, right? And if they have a relapse, what are your options as a parent? You either have to go down to the school and create a network for them, or you have to bring them home. And the school's not giving you your money back, right? And so when I had traveled around to schools to investigate the options and opportunities, I realized that most schools had a deficit when it came to mental health providers on campus. And then understanding the times that we're in. We've all had to be on Zoom or some sort of counseling piece. And then we all had to, understanding that everything is done by your smartphone now. And this is where the generations are, and this is where they're going. So it just made sense to create TeleHelp 24/7 so that students, parents can also be able to sit together and go through a counseling services. And now me as a parent can feel comfortable when my daughter's away that she's getting the help that she needs. So far we are supporting 7 historically black colleges and universities. We have 70 churches that we've partnered with, and we have 2 school districts where we're serving. One is 21,000 students, the other is 41,000 students that we're serving. And this is why the coaching piece is so important, because there's so many students who are in need of mentorship. They need the coaching, as well as those students who are in need of mental health.
Yes, no, I was just going to ask, but you answered my question. Is TeleHelp 24/7 only offered in Delaware? Clearly, it is not.
No.
It is offered everywhere.
It is offered everywhere. We're currently operating in 8 states when it comes to accepting the insurances, commercial insurance, Medicaid, Medicare.
That's what I was going to
But our goal is to be in 20 states by the end of this year. But we can see clients anywhere throughout the country.
As long as you got an internet connection.
Exactly.
You're good.
Exactly.
You can be seen.
Exactly. And that's the crux of it. Getting the help is right there, and being able to travel and be with your provider and get the help that you need. That's what makes the difference.
What about the workshops? You got some workshops.
Yes, so we also have workshops. Oftentimes, these workshops are great for developing coping skills. So when you're going through grief, when you're going through any type of trauma, it's always good to, number one, have some of the workshops that can help identify coping skills, that can help you navigate through it. Also workshops that can help you to identify when your loved one may be struggling, and when the struggle may need to move towards counseling or coaching. And so we actually have, and we call it Talk It Out workshops. So we do it with the colleges, we do it with the secondary schools, we do it with the churches. And so any of the opportunities that we have, we all are able to provide these Talk It Out workshops.
Talk it out.
Wow.
Talk it out.
with telehealth.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Robert, tell our viewers at home how they can find out more information about TeleHelp 24/7. If there's social media, a website, what you're looking for, is there a need? Let our viewers know.
Absolutely. So, excuse me. Absolutely. So, TeleHelp 24/7. Our website is www.telehelp247.org. Telehelp247.org. Or you can contact us at 888-247-5767. That's 888-247-5767.
And before you get out of here,
Yes.
you want to give a shout out to your frat?
Oh yeah, the bros. Oh yes, I am a member of that great fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I was actually made at New Psi Chapter at Virginia State University, is my alma mater, and I am a member of Nu Upsilon Chapter here in the northern Newcastle area.
You might as well throw it up for him one time.
All right.
We'll be right back. And Street Break is up next, right? Street Break's up next. We'll be right back.
Thank
I'm Ty Break Jameson, and this is Street Break. Who is the 46th president?
I don't know. No, I can't. Can't remember, but I'm gonna take a wild guess. I really forgot that answer though.
I'm really bad at this. Clinton?
No. Oh wait. That's kind of recent. Clinton? 46. Where are we? What's now?
Biden. Bam. You was that. You were.
Oh my God. I wasn't even close.
You was right there. You were
Sorry,
right there.
Joe. Sorry, Joe. My bad.
46.
Yeah.
Clinton? 46th president is Joe Biden.
Bam. My man.
Oh no. Hell no, I cannot.
Okay.
Is it Joe Biden?
President, yes. Yeah. Biden.
Joe Biden.
Bam. That's what I'm talking about.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is the event coordinator for Children and Families First, but also the recipient of the Governor's 2021 Outstanding Service Award, my dear friend, Steff DiMartine. Welcome, Steff.
Thanks for having me.
So Steff is no stranger to helping the communities. She's been doing this a long time. I feel like it's in her DNA because she is the most humble person and the most generous person, but loves giving back and is a fighter, a fighter. So before we dive into who Steff DiMartine is, tell us a little bit about Children's and Families First, Steff.
Well, I'm relatively new with Children and Families First, which is exciting because I get to learn as I go. For 137 years, right here in Delaware, Children and Families First has made our name our promise. So we are committed to the health and well-being of children and families in Delaware. So on all aspects of their growth.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And what role do you play at the organization?
I'm the event coordinator.
And what's its mission?
So the mission is, for my role, is to bring awareness. And I was shocked when I found out all of the services that we provide, and it's not a household name. So my goal is to make Children and Families First a household name in Delaware.
The services that you provide, can you give us a couple?
We do provide mental health services for families in need. It is very important. We are involved with the Head Start program. So we are in the schools, we are out there in the community, and we provide any type of service that a family might need with a child in an adverse situation.
Nice.
I've had the opportunity to visit the website, and I was really impressed how organized the website was. You click the homepage, and it lists all the services, and it says, do you need help with this?
Right.
Do you need help with this? And I love that it's all very easy to identify the topics. What are you looking for? What resource? What information? Very, very effortless, easy for anyone to visit. So why don't you let our viewers know about that website? What's the
Absolutely. It is
URL?
cffde.org. And just like Vincenza said, there's so much information. Whenever I need to learn something myself, I go on there and I say, oh, look at that. We do that. That is awesome.
Right.
If you'll let me, I'll tell you a great experience. That,
Please, yes.
Since I'm new with the organization, we had, right before the holiday, we got a call that there was a family of 7 siblings that needed foster care. And right before the holiday. And the request was that you keep all 7 siblings together. And how do you,
That's huge. That's a huge request.
It's a huge request. Well, one of our foster moms stepped up, took ownership of that, got all 7 siblings under their same roof for the holidays, and Children and Families First has an emergency grant that allowed us to go out and provide everything that those siblings needed and that family needed for the holiday.
Wow.
We went to the Target in Dover and shopped away. So we gave them a good holiday.
Nice. Something that they'll never forget.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Yeah. It was impactful what you did, especially around the holidays, and to have all 7 siblings
amazing
still be together.
Feel good all the way around, from start to finish.
I'm a why guy, right? Why do you do what you do?
Oh my gosh.
I'm that guy.
I prepared her for this question.
I saw.
Yes. So I have been at all points in my life ready to jump in and just do what's needed. So I do a lot of soul searching, and I feel that I'm in the perfect place to help. I've been volunteering for Special Olympics for over 26 years, and it's my mission and my passion to give back to the community.
Okay, love it.
Yes, I was going to touch on Special Olympics. So I've known Steff for quite some time now, and I met her through many mutual friends, but Steff is very much involved with Special Olympics. It's near and dear to her heart. She has a big event coming up, the Polar Bear Plunge, and I am going to kind of give her a little bit. I'll give her a highlight. Well, no, no. I will support from afar. However, my sister Margarita is the daredevil. She goes every year, and she's jumping in that water.
She does.
I can't do it, but I support from afar because I do love what Steff is doing for the community, but also with the Polar Bear Plunge. She's actually the top team that raises the most money
Well,
every year.
I'll tell you what, I'll donate $300 of my own money if Vincenza jumps into the water.
I will hold her hand the whole way.
Are you crazy?
I will hold her hand the whole way.
Jumps in, DETV, or Ivan will donate $300 to your organization. Okay?
So cool.
Yes.
All right. Girl, you and your daredevil sister will have
Right.
a ball.
I will hold your hand the whole way, but I'll let go because this is my 10th year and I'm going all the way in this year.
Oh my
So-
goodness.
You didn't go in last year?
Oh, I go in every year, even though we were
said
on
all
a
the way.
pandemic, all the way. We're going under.
You're going all the way, man.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, you can do
You're
anything.
really challenging me, huh? Oh goodness, we're in trouble. Well, listen, you never know. You never
Similar
know.
to the way I got the first time going in. I had an athlete say, "See you at the plunge, coach," and I said, "I'll be there to cheer you on." And they said, "I go in, why don't you?" So if they're brave enough to go in, I should be brave enough as well. So
Now, share with our viewers if maybe they're not comfortable showing up to the plunge because it is a place of gathering, and I know with the COVID cases rising, I know that they have done this polar bear plunge virtually as well. Why don't you share with our viewers how that works out and how they can still be involved?
absolutely, if you go to sode.org or plungede.org, you can sign up to be a bear. That's what, because it's the polar bear. So you can sign up to do it in person or virtually. And virtually can be done anytime, anywhere.
No, say virtually. Yeah, she's all
sign me
like,
up.
I can do it virtually.
Or you can go and stand on the beach in Rehoboth in your bathing suit in February and jump in the water. It's cold. The coldest part is the sand, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know that it is for a good cause,
It
and I
is.
know that so many wonderful people attend the event. My sister has been going to the event for many years, and she always comes back saying how rewarding it was.
It is.
And that in itself is beautiful, that it's so rewarding, and the people that are there, everyone's coming together for such a special cause. So I
can't
think
wait
it's
till you
awesome.
come back and tell us how rewarding it is.
And my team is comprised of friends, family, and coaches, and we all do everything together. But that's how our team grows every year, because someone comes and does it for the first time, sees the impact, and 3,000 people down in Rehoboth, not all of them are going in, but they're supporting, and then they get addicted.
Yeah,
And
I can see Vin just getting addicted to it, and the next
Yep.
year, we do $500, and the year after that we do $1,000. Like, I can see that.
Thank
Can't
you, Ivan. Yes. You know what? Just because Steff is my friend and I've seen her hard work for so many years, I will try to see if I can make it. I know it is on a Sunday.
It
The
is.
restaurant's closed on a Sunday,
Right,
which is
right.
good. So
Not
I can
Super Bowl
make.
Sunday this year.
Not Super Bowl Sunday. Actually, what is the date of the Polar Bear Plunge?
It is February 5th. I believe that is that Sunday. Look, I should know it. I know it like I know my own name, So, yeah, it's the Sunday that used to be the Super Bowl Sunday, but since the NFL moved the Super Bowl, so.
Making the switch,
No
making the switch.
excuses.
Yes, no, and I always like to say that Steff has the heart of a servant. She's always giving back to the community, always doing incredible things for so many people, and she's nonstop. So if you ever need someone to help you fundraise, she's your girl.
She's the girl?
Yes.
All right.
Because she's nonstop, persistent, but people are always willing to help you, Steff. And that's why I always say you have the heart of a servant, because people see that in you. They see your passion. They see you've been doing this for so long. You're selfless. You're not doing it for other reasons. You're doing it because you have a passion. And you can ask anyone in the community if they know Steff DiMartine, and they do.
Steff got a good name in these streets.
That's it.
That's it.
Steff is fabulous.
All right, we love it. We love it. Is there anything else you want to tell us about? Tell people about your organization and how they could be a part.
There's so much for either organization. Children and Families First, go to the website. Always looking for volunteers, always looking for communities that are in need. And for the plunge, you can go to, like I said, plunge.de.org, or you can check out the Polar Express, that's our plunge team, on classy.org.
Nice.
I was just going to say, you always have a theme every year.
Yes, we do.
Right, and I know one year my sister was loving it. I think it was it either pizza makers or bakers? Which one?
It was pizza last year. We were the Polar Pizza Plungers. And because of COVID, we weren't able to fully do that theme, so we are redoing it again this year. So we are Polar Pizza Plungers.
Oh, you got it right. You see the signs, Vincenzo? Like Ben is like, Ivy, you say one more thing.
It's okay. You know what? I will do this for Steff as long as I have no other prior commitments. But if I cannot make it, I will make sure that I am supporting from far away.
Thank you.
I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I accept the challenge. I accept the challenge, and anything for you, Steff, you know that.
Thank you.
And all of our viewers at home, please check out the Special Olympics, supporting Special Olympics, the Polar Bear Plunge in Delaware. It is down south in Rehoboth Beach. Also, please check out the Children and Families First organization. Steff is constantly working with that day in and day out, so don't forget. And congratulations on your honor, recipient of the Governor's 2021 Outstanding Service Award. That is huge.
It's hard for me to accept something like that because I don't do it for the recognition.
Right.
Well,
but
you deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it. Someone who's been watching you, following your career, following your journey, you deserve it. So congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank you so much
for
blessing us today, Superwoman.
Thanks for having us.
All right. You're watching DETV. We'll be right back, but make sure before you do anything else, give them that website one more time you can go to.
For Children and Families First, it's cffde.org. And then plungede.org or classy.org to check out the Polar Express.
Now, they can sign up on the first website, right, if they need to?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're a family that needs to sign up, be sure to
join our team.
Join the team. I like it. I love it. We'll be right back after these messages. What we got next? Okay, we'll be right back.
DETV is a group of us who are just doing what we love to do best, and that's bringing Delawareans the news that's been missing for far too long in TV news.
DETV to me is a bunch of hardworking professionals that come in and day out to provide the best content, the best programming that we can provide because we care about this state and the viewers and the residents, our neighbors, our communities, our families, our friends. We want to just provide them with the best content possible, and we're so privileged to be able to do so.
I would describe DETV as a powder keg. Energy undefined.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
We're here today talking about UGrad Academy. It's our program for Delaware's children and teens in foster care to help them with their education and help them transition into young adulthood.
The program helps with academic needs. They do help outside academic needs, like tutoring, making sure you don't miss any classes.
Kids need intentional advocates. They need us to provide that. And there's no way to have a successful program for children or a program that's going to help young people succeed without relationships.
Being able to join that and help other kids that actually go through the same thing I already went through is going to be a great experience, and I'm looking forward to that.
Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is Caroline Jones. She is the founder of Kind to Kids. We are so excited to have you here, Caroline, and she's also the president, so welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm delighted to be here.
Yes.
Wonder Woman. That's what it is. I didn't want to use Black Widow. I didn't want to I didn't want to use that. Wonder Woman. We got Superwoman, Wonder Woman, and Superman.
I'll take it.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate
I'm
it.
delighted to be here. Thank you.
So, Caroline, tell us a little bit about Kind to Kids.
Sure. Well, Kind to Kids serves children who are underprivileged in Delaware. We focus on children in foster care, and we give them the skills and experiences they need to succeed in the world. And we believe that every child deserves a bright future.
Okay, and how long have you been working for the organization?
Well, we actually founded it with our children, Chris and Catherine, when they were in high school, much like you did with your organization for literacy. Ours were, we were actually at the Bob at a high school basketball tournament, and it was crowded, but there were still empty seats. And they said, you know, look at these empty seats. Foster kids would love to go. And they know about foster kids because I volunteer as a court advocate, and at that time through Family Court of Delaware. And I would share with them their hardships and the struggles. And so they knew about it, and they said, well, let's see if we can get them the empty seats, the tickets. And my husband, Mark, and I were like, well, it's not that easy. And out of the mouths of babes, they were like, well, why not? You know, so that's honestly, that's how we started. We started with events, and we would go to all the area venues and said, if you have empty seats and tickets, give them to us. We'll give them to kids in foster care.
Wow.
We expanded to kids in poverty, and since that time, we've helped over 16,000 children in need.
Wow.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a testament to Delaware and working together. We started with events, and then Ivan, much like you did with the toy drive, as a matter of fact, Representative Sherry Dorsey Walker is our vice chair.
Enough said.
Isn't she awesome?
Right,
Yes, yes. So we do holiday toys for children in foster care every year. We give out $15,000 in toys and gifts. And then we did that for their birthdays as well to help them get through those difficult times.
Right.
Then we expanded to education programs, and that's one of our most impactful services.
Wow. You have a lot of things going on, a lot of services in your organization. Talk to me about UGrad.
Yes, yes.
You see our eyes light up?
Oh, I'm so excited about this because there's such a need. And there was an unmet need, and now we have identified a program that solves it. So when we launched UGrad Academy in 2018, and at that time, Delaware's rate for children in foster care graduating from high school was the lowest in the nation at 26%, which is just unacceptable.
Right.
So now, 3 years later, and in part due to this program, Delaware is just below the national average at 53%. But seriously, 53%, when you have 47% of kids not graduating from high school and foster care, and they go on to young adult life with no family to support them, and things will go bad fast. So now with this program, we help the children succeed in high school. We expanded to middle school. So now we also help them as they age out into college, trade school, or career.
That's beautiful that you're offering the resources so to make sure that they're set as they maybe pursue a college degree or their career ambition after high school, but mainly graduating high school, which is so important. Now, do you offer any other mentoring programs at Kind to Kids?
So we have, through the UGrad program, they have, we call them advocates, and they are like mentors, but much more, so they advocate for them. So you can imagine a child who's been abused, who's been neglected, comes from a home with, that's been tumultuous, right, unstable, and they come into foster care, and now they're in a new home or a group home, and there's new people and new rules. They may be in a new school, and it can be very overwhelming. So a child's wondering, what's it going to be like when I get home tonight? Or am I even going to be in a new placement?
Right.
It's hard to focus on math equations and ancient history, right? It just can't be done. It's too much.
Right.
So now this child has a UGrad advocate with them who meets with them every 2 weeks, face to face, who talks with them every week and say, how you doing? What do you need? Do you need a new backpack? Do you have everything you need for your solar system project? And, you know, I see you went from a B to a C in history. Can I help with that? Do you need a tutor? We spend tens of thousands of dollars in private tutoring for the children.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's needed, it's necessary. I'm a firm believer of tutoring services. I grew up utilizing and taking advantage of many tutoring services throughout my education. And I always look back and think, wow, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have felt as confident in class. So I think that's a great resource that you're offering.
Yes, because the children are often behind academically, and it's a result of their environment and what they've experienced. They may have switched from different schools. They may have not had that family support before they came into foster care.
Right.
So they need the additional tutoring support, and it helps them get through. And in addition to all the supplies they need, it's the guidance, it's the I'm here for you. So instead of telling them, this is what you need to do, we take them by the hand, we listen, and we also listen to the team. So a child has a whole foster care team. They have the foster parents who are with them every day. We have the Division of Family Services social worker, and the school counselor and the teachers. So, you know, they are part of the support in additional to CASAs or other programs that are there for the kids. But many times the foster parents will say, like, you're the only consistent person I see, and I need your help. And how much you've impacted our lives and you've helped these kids.
Wow.
And you know, I tell you how this first started. You know, I see you ask people, what's your why?
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
It's coming.
It's coming.
Oh, man.
She's beating you to the punch.
Well, yeah. When I first started as a CASA, one of my first cases was this little boy, 10 years old. He came into foster care. He was found not even 10 minutes from here. Someone called the hotline. He was in a row home by himself, and they saw him rummaging about for food. So he came, got taken, left all of his things, and I would meet with him, and he was so guarded and so closed. Beautiful little boy, big brown eyes, Tyrone. And every 2 weeks I'd meet with him, and at the end of every session I would say, is there anything I can do to help you? And he would always say no. Well, after a whole year of meeting with him, I asked him the same thing. Tyrone, is there anything I can do? And this time he looks at him. I'm going to try and say it without crying. But this time he looks down, and his hands start to shake, and he's not talking. And I say, tell me, buddy, we can work it out. Like, just talk to me. And when he finally looks up, he has tears streaming down his face. And he says, Miss Caroline, why am I in foster care? Oh, man, it broke my heart. And he was also asking, like, what's wrong with me?
Right.
And, you know, so we went through it all, and I explained, you know, you're a beautiful child that any parent would want. It's just that, you know, your mom had some issues that, you know, that she needed more help with. His dad was incarcerated. And, you know, so we got him some additional therapy and the help he needed, but it made me realize that he had been walking around with that for a whole year, and it wasn't addressed as much as it should have been. And one of the things that was traumatic for him was how he left, too. He had left all his belongings. The social worker came with a trash bag, so to put his things in, which, because the state funds staff, you know, not. So now then we developed a My Blue Duffel program to help kids aging out of foster care with a beautiful teddy bear and a blanket and beautiful things. And, you know, we give out easily 600 of those a year. And it's expanded to first responders, hospital emergency rooms, because they will take kids, and now they find the abuse may be more severe because of the COVID pandemic.
Right.
So these duffels help to buffer the trauma and also remind them that somebody cares. We have one teen that we work with who's aged out. Age out is when you leave, you know, 18 to 21 and you no longer have the services. And she said, you know, I carry the blanket that was in my duffel bag with me everywhere I go because somebody cared, and it was the first thing that was for me. So We deliver these wraparound services for them, and the UGrad program is changing lives. We have a 97% high school graduation rate. And we're talking about 97% compared to like 53%.
Big difference.
Right?
Yeah. Huge difference.
Huge difference. I mean, it's one of the best in the nation. So we're looking for, we applied for ARPA funds, American Rescue Plan Act funds. With more funds, we can help more kids. We started with 5 children, now we have over 60.
Nice.
And you know, each year we want to amp up, so we really hope we can get the funding. We're reaching out to our legislators, and you know, it's the way, and national foundations, because it's how we can get things done.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Oh, give them your contact info and website and all that good stuff.
I will, yes, definitely. So our website is kindtokids.org, kindtokids.org. And we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, on Instagram, Kind to Kids, Facebook, you know, Kind to Kids, and Instagram, Kind to Kids. You can donate, you can sponsor a child for $25 a month. You can give a My Blue duffel bag to a child, $30 for every child coming in. Right now there are 500 children in foster care in Delaware system, and about 75 age out each year. So they need our help.
Yes,
you know,
they
you can imagine, you know, I think of my own children, how much help they needed as they aged out. Can you imagine a child with no family to turn to?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so Caroline, you are, clearly there's a need for what you're doing.
Yes.
And listening to your story, thank you for sharing that story with us. And I know that it can be emotional, but I think it's important for our viewers to hear that.
Yep.
Because it really does jolt you a little bit. Like, life is not bad where you're at.
Right.
So that kind of puts life into perspective, that you know, there are foster kids out there that need support, that need resources, need that mentorship, and families.
Yeah.
And you see when they get it, how they succeed. You know, on the video we shared some of our recent graduates, and we have students who are at University of Delaware and Del State and Del Tech, and have careers now in the food service industry and or in the National Guard. So with help, they can become productive citizens in life, and we give them what they deserve, right? What
I love
every
it.
child. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah,
well,
thank
great
you.
job, Wonder Woman.
Thank you. Well, you know, we work together. It's collaborative,
There you
you know, and it's you inviting me here to share this story, so I'm grateful for that as well.
Well, as I always like to say, it truly takes a village.
Takes a village.
Yes.
It does.
Well,
Takes a village.
Caroline, thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and we continue, continue with all the success for Kind to Kids.
Yeah.
And everyone, Caroline Jones, president and founder of Kind for Kids, Kind to Kids, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
And gonna wrap up for 2021.
Everyone, my name is Alicia Cooper Wells, and I am an independent broker owner. We provide all of your financial needs, from mortgages to insurance. We felt like the industry was missing diversity and inclusion, so what better way to fix it than to do it ourselves?
Hi, my name is Diamond Wells, and I am WIG, Wells Insurance Group. We offer access to over 20 different carriers.
Today, we wanted to provide you with 3 tips on how you can save on both your mortgage and insurance needs. Tip 1, good credit. We definitely know that there can be inaccurate information out there about you, so we suggest you visit annualcreditreport.com, which is completely free, to make sure that the information is correct and accurate.
Tip 2, make sure you take advantage of low mileage discounts, being as though people are working from home. Tip 3, make sure you work with a broker like myself who is able to shop you around. You can reach me at 302-504-6191.
Awesome. And you can reach me for your insurance and mortgage needs as well at 302-494-7712. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
It's time, Wilmington.
For all of us to do our part.
And get vaccinated.
And until it's your time,
keep wearing your mask.
Keep getting tested.
And stay safe.
It's time.
This message was paid for by the Wilmington Health Planning Council. Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Thank you to Najee for producing this, right? My number one producer in the world.
Yes,
all
yes.
Right, top flight security producer.
She does it all behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Naj.
This is Naj.
Yes, she does it all. I
Yes.
thank her weekly,
Yes.
daily.
Naj
Thank
been-
you so much, Naj.
Yeah.
What would we do without you? So you have been a huge part of the success of DETV on Good Morning Wilmington. So thank you so much, Naj, for everything that you do here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now get out of the way. See, we got a show to do. Awesome show.
Yes, as always.
We had a superhero lineup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mr. Adams
Yes.
from TeleHelp. We had your girl, Steff.
Steff DiMartine from Children and Families First, also Special Olympics Polar Bear Plunge.
And that was Superwoman.
Yep.
And Wonder Woman.
Caroline Jones
Yes.
from Kind to Kids.
Kind to Kids. Make sure you go and check out all those websites. We are actually running over a little bit, so we're going to cut this out short because up next we have Chef Ruben, who's going to just interrupt your airwaves. All right?
Yes, and thank you to our sponsors, Newcastle County Government, DART Transit. If you're traveling this weekend for the New Year's, please be safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, disinfect your cell phone. Just be mindful wherever you go, and Happy New Year.
Wait a minute, speaking of New Year, make sure you check us out Friday night, New Year's Eve, the DETV. What are we calling it, Dennis? We don't got no name for it yet. The DETV New Year's Bash with special guest Matt Meyer. And Vincenza is going to see if she can make it.
We'll see. It depends on reservations at V&M Bistro, so we will see.
Yeah, it's New Year's Eve.
But it sounds like a party.
Yeah, it sounds like a party. We got some live music that's going to be here. Make sure you tune in. And we're not going to drop the ball. I was going to say we're going to drop the chicken because, like, the hen. All right? Never mind. We're going to drop something. Never mind. DETV. Stay tuned.